Hi, everyone, and welcome to Fox 9 Sports Now. I'm Jim Rich. Happy to be joined by the analyst. You were working last night at this time, just slogging
if you want to call it that.
It was work. You put a lot of effort. Look at all the notes you have just here.
I know.
Just to straighten out my
I did all
this
to be here with you, and you put a lot on me. So
I try. And right out of the gate, I'm coming at you very hard because Kevin O'Connell is 0-5 in preseason games.
He was 13-4 last year. He was 13-4 last year. You can lose all the preseason games you want. I mean, again, that's something that last year I'd never seen anything like that. And none of us here are used to the starters and a lot of those guys not playing at all. And then you go play Green Bay at home, and it was the biggest win of the year, right? The multi-score victory. It was here we go.
It was the scene setter for the whole year.
With what they've done, with the players getting them ready, the strength and conditioning staff, the nutrition staff, all those people, I'm not questioning. The proof is in the pudding, right? They did it last year, so it's like, all right, you guys have a system, you know it, then let's go. It is hard to not see a lot of these guys get some reps, though.
All right. Now, we all know, like you said, the Vikings are not tipping their hand, especially with the defense that they'll unleash during the regular season. But tackling last night left a lot to be desired as the Titans rushed for nearly 300 yards. And again, these aren't the regulars. We know that. But you would think tackling would be something that everybody all the way down the line.
And ironically, that's kind of the one thing that you do in a preseason game that you don't do in the in the combined workouts and the combined practices. So
taking people to the ground.
Yeah, we had a couple people that a couple guys that took some bad angles, and obviously the touchdown right here at Lewis-St. And I feel for Lewis because number one, it's a miracle that he's out there. And then last week when we played against Seattle, he was a little high on some hits. And then you see him, kind of shoe dust and miss the guy low. So it's like, all right, man, you've been too high, you've been too low. He's got to get him somewhere in between, But the tackling it's still a physical game, and we knew that about Tennessee, right? That's I think one of the reasons why the Vikings were so happy to have them come out, because they are a physical offensive front. They run the football. They're old school that way, and then defensively, their front is very big and very physical as well. So, good matchup.
All right, you mentioned Lewis-St., and he's the guy who unfortunately missed that tackle on the first touchdown. But overall, his night was a pretty good one, right? He led the team in tackles, even registering a sack. And, of course, a year ago, his season was cut short by that horrific leg injury in London. What kind of role do you foresee for him this time around?
I think there's some good news, and I think some bad news for Lewis-St. And I think the bad news is Josh Metellus has kind of emerged and become and played a lot more, and I think he factors in. I mean, he's not dressing, so I guess they either they're hiding him, or I don't know what. He's not playing for a reason. But the other thing that I've seen in the preseason that we haven't seen here in Minnesota is Flores playing dime on third down, meaning he doesn't have one extra DB in there, he has two. Right, so you'll see one linebacker and then 6 DBs, and Metellus is that extra, has been that guy. That's where kind of his starting role is right now. So the good news is that we need more DBs, we need more safeties, and that's one outside the tight end room. I think our safety room is most crowded room. If you're a pro personnel somewhere else in the league, you're going to look to see who the Vikings cut at tight end, and you're going to see who they're going to cut at safety, because I think we have a lot of talent in those two meeting rooms. And fortunately for us with Flores, he's saying, you know what, I'm keeping extra safeties on the field, especially on third down. I need guys that are versatile, that can blitz. And when you see Lewis-St. moving around on the field, his quickness, it's all back. That's the part that makes me happy, is that he's back from this injury, right? He's a step faster. He's so quick, so sudden. It's just a matter of, we got to get the angles a little better, get the tackling a little better, and I just love the kid. I mean, for him to fight back from what happened to him, it's an amazing story.
All right, the Vikings do need help though in that secondary, as you said. And
like you broke your ankle getting out of bed in the middle of the night.
I wouldn't be here for years.
And you still,
you would not see me here for years.
No.
there's no way. But Andrew Booth Jr., he's a guy lots seen, missed some time last year. It's a big preseason for him. What have you seen for him, and what does he have to do to impact this team during the regular season?
I think he had -1 play in Seattle. He had one play, on the touchdown that he gave up, kind of bit on a quick slant and got turned around. Saturday night against the Titans, he had a bad angle on a tackle. He's supposed to be force contained, make sure you turn and go back. So he needs to stay on the field. He's one of those guys that needs to get those reps, right? And he just needs to continue to improve. And for Booth, and for a lot of those guys, and Caleb Evans, they have to stay on the field. They have to continue to be out. Byron Murphy has a lot of experience under his belt. The rest of these guys need to get to that level. So, yeah, there's some things. Playing corner is an art. It's an art form. It's so technical. It's so you have to know where you are in the field, the body language, and knowing the ball's thrown to get yourself in the right position. So much of that can only be learned in a game and while you're playing in a game. So hopefully whichever trio of corners we go with when the season starts, they can at least stay out there for 8, 10, 12 weeks, if not the whole season. You've got to be able to stay healthy. And so for Booth, that was one of the, he kind of came back and showed a little life, and then he was out the field again because he was injured. Right. Same thing with the Caleb Evans. So hopefully for those guys, I think that's their biggest challenge.
All right. To me, one of the most amazing stories of the preseason has been Ivan Pace Jr. Undrafted, yet here he is wearing the green dot, meaning he's the one calling the defense. You played the position.
You haven't been watching any of the content we do in the offseason then? Because this kid would, and I say it tongue-in-cheek, because he wouldn't be taking you by surprise in that respect. I love Ivan Pace because of what he.
Well, thanks for putting me in my place.
I'm just saying because of what he represents, right? The draft is about height, weight, and speed. Period. And he's proof that that's exactly what it is. How could this guy go undrafted?
Right.
How could 32 teams?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's to this point, right? And then, so to me, it seems unusual and surprising that he's undrafted and yet he is at that level.
When's the last time in this league you've heard of an undrafted free agent coming into camp and then challenging for a starting role? It just doesn't happen a whole lot. This kid he had the best season of a defender at the University of Cincinnati ever. He was a unanimous All-American. I first heard of him listening to some podcasts when I was taking a long drive by Rick Spielman before the draft. And then we signed him as a free agent, and I turned on the film, and I'm like, this guy's a maniac. He hits people. He's old school, right? He's Sam Mills, London Fletcher, all those guys kind of rolled into one little ball. When you meet him, he's 230 something, but it's all in his legs, right? He's just low center of gravity. But he'll come up and hit you in the face. And we saw a really nice blitz and a hit on a quarterback that he had on Saturday night. And understand, when he was in Cincinnati, that's really what he was. He was kind of a fourth D lineman, a lot in the rushing the quarterback a lot of pass rushing. So when he was the year before, I believe he was in Miami, Ohio, or wherever he was before that, he played a little bit more off the ball, which is good because that means he's got to learn those coverage sides. So the coverage side of the ball is a concern. Okay, but as far as I think the thorn in our side defensively, he's been stopping the run.
Yeah, they're well.
And with the way they had these linebackers flowing downhill, I think he's a perfect match for this system. Flores likes to blitz. He's as good of a blitzing linebacker as you're going to find, and he's undrafted, so he's cheap. Doesn't cost you a lot. All right. So Kwesi's happy.
Yes.
Kwesi's very happy.
Well, he may be happy now, but straight ahead, the Vikings have some big names that they may need to give some big paychecks to. We're going to see if Pete thinks this is going to be a concern for the chemistry of the club. T.J. Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, these guys need some cash. We'll see how Pete feels the Vikings should approach that. And